Welcome back to another video. My name is Randall, and today we are back with Week in Review. Now we have finally gotten out of the wormhole as of last episode, but this is a little speedrun round because, well, we have to get back to packing. And it's the same reason why we weren't able to make the Week in Review yesterday, and we had to do it a day late because, well, we had to, get everything out because it's been in the wormhole, and we finally got everything set up for a Week in Review today. And so the Week in Review is going to be today, but we are speedrunning it so we can get back to packing it up. I'm, of course, as always, joined by
Jackson Wheeler.
So we are basically back, and we are back on the shelves. We are, like figurines now, I think. So, what, like, I'm like a knight. I'm cool knight. You're like polygonal again. You've gone back to being polygonal. You've returned to the polygons.
Return to sender.
He is speedrunning a chess match right now with the robot over there. So yeah. Anyway, we're just kind of back and we can review, so let's just jump into it. So we will not be reviewing yesterday's video, just because, it doesn't really count for the week. That will be next week's Week in Review. So starting with last week's first video, technically, if you're going by if we were able to make this video on time. The first one was the FNAF timeline revealed, where I basically scrolled through the FNAF timeline so far, and it's called a part 1, but I don't think I'm going to do a part 2, but I do kind of do a part 2. You'll see it later. But, so this video, it's kind of just going over my timeline so far at the time. You can hear that music there. And, I use that music in all my videos. It's the, This Comes From Inside, my favorite FNAF song. And, in that video, I go from the beta version of the timeline so far up to FNAF 4, I believe. And that video, I've definitely changed the graphics a lot. I've been working on the timeline for weeks now. You can see going far back to my most popular video ever, actually, back 2 weeks ago. That was like far back from when I was even like just beginning the timeline. That was when I started making it. It's basically, I did a timeline a while ago. You can see in my I Solved FNAF video. I did do a timeline a while ago, but it's just kind of out of date at this point, and the graphics aren't that good, honestly, and it doesn't explain enough, and so I'm making a new timeline to see if you can, I want to make a timeline where you can understand everything without any explanation with text or words. You will understand everything, about it just by the pictures on the screen. So yeah, this is a project of the complete FNAF timeline, basically, with full evidence, everything, fully provable, nothing like jumping hoops or making it to, sound narratively better. Map Pat. So, yeah, so this is an actual fully true timeline, and it's really good. So, yeah, I'm really excited to share that with you all. So, what do you think of this project, Jackson?
It's gonna take forever, but I feel like when it comes out, it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I think currently, we're in the middle of doing FNAF 1 Saga. The most recent thing we did was FNAF 1 opening, and then Phone Guy doing his week, and then the last thing is after Phone Guy doing his week, Michael Afton doing his week, and then getting fired. And after that, of course, will be William getting spring locked and destroying the animatronics and stuff, and then I'll go to 3, all the other stuff. And, I don't think this timeline will include Security Breach or FNAF VR or AR, because those games, I don't know, they just don't really, they don't really fit, Like, they fit in the timeline for sure, but they don't fit narratively, and I know I was saying I don't want to do it narratively, but, like, FNAF 6 has always been the ending, if you talk about a speech, and so, I don't want to have stuff over that. I feel like it's its own thing, is what I'm trying to say. It's its own thing outside of the main FNAF timeline. It's its own thing, I feel like, with a new killer and everything. Vanny instead of William. So I'm just going to say that is its own thing. It maybe when it adds more games, once we're on like FNAF 15, I'll make a second timeline that's specifically just them and doesn't include the first games, because that would work. I actually have made a timeline that includes it, though, but it doesn't really work anymore. That was back when I believe the split timelines theory. If you go watch my I Solved FNAF video as well, that's a video basically talking about it. Where in FNAF 3 it splits timelines, good ending, bad ending, different timelines. Bad ending results in, security breach timeline. Good ending results in, FNAF 6 called System Night timeline. So, you can watch that video. I don't know if I agree with that anymore, but I mean, if someone finds more evidence on it, I'm not willing to disprove it. There's no reason for it to be disproved. I just don't fully believe it, honestly, because I feel like they are trying to say that they're the same story, same timeline. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited for this timeline thing, and so basically, day after that, I started passing out birthday invitations because it's my birthday soon, and I photoshopped this little official FNAF birthday invitation there, and I just made a little video. I didn't really have a video to do that day for as a short. I was just showing off the invitation for anyone else who needs to have a birthday invitations and they're having a FNAF party. Like, they can use this. Anyone can use this. It's just for if you need a FNAF invitation, just go use this. It's cool. It's like an official invitation that like Chuck E. Cheese would give out. Once you schedule a birthday, they'll schedule it, like, give you invitations for you to give out. It's like that, but FNAF. So, yeah. What do you think of those invitations? Do you think they seem official?
I mean, it depends on your definition of official, but yeah, they seem legit.
That video got. I'm just looking at the stats now. My timeline videos. Let's see. They have they have probably the only like to dislike ratios. Some of the only like to dislike ratios on my channel. Like, let's see. Like my most popular one, the beginning of the FNAF timeline revealed. It's got 20 dislikes, which sounds like a lot, but I also have 234 likes. So 92.1% likes. So I like my other timeline video more of the beginning of the FNAF timeline revealed. It's got 7 likes and 1 dislike, which is one dislike doesn't seem that bad, but like it's the ratio. Or on my FNAF timeline revealed video, wow, they're all titled very similar. 12 to 1. The party invitation for some reason got 3 dislikes. No idea why. And then 8 likes to 2 for some reason on my trying to make the perfect MrRandalTea. I don't know why that got dislikes. And then 3 to 1 on my video yesterday, which we won't be talking about this week in review, but more FNAF timeline stuff, just more progress on the timeline. But yeah, let's just finally move on to the next 2 videos that we're talking about here. This is kind of part 1 and 2 of the finale of Five Nights at Freddy's in real life. If you watch that series, the finale has came out, but as the end of the video says, it's not over. There will be more in the series. Even though these videos do really poorly, there will be 1 more, maybe 2 more, either short or even full-length videos. There will definitely be a full-length video just compiling all of the episodes together. And there will be a video probably collaborating with Action 07 Jackson, this co-host here, basically continuing the series as either a prequel or a sequel. You'll have to wait. So, yeah, are you excited for your introduction to Five Nights at Freddy's in Real Life series?
Yes.
What do you think of the series now that it's over?
Sad. I like that series.
Yeah. I don't know, the questing, I liked it. It took a lot, it didn't actually take a lot of work. It was just kind of annoying. But, on that finale, like, I tried to fit the rest of the finale in part 6, but I couldn't fit as much as I could, but I couldn't. So there's about 2 seconds that I couldn't fit in there that I made into, like, the second part. It's just like a jump scare that I didn't have enough time to fit in the other one, or else it'd be over a minute, which means it can't be short. So I wasn't able to make that. I wasn't able to put it in there. So in the other one, it's just like the jump scare, and then it's like black screen for the rest of the thing, and it's like black screen for a really long time, and then at the end it goes like, "This is not the end," because it's not the end. There will be more on the series in the playlist, which you can check out, and yeah. So get excited for more of that. And then after that, I did a little drawing of if you could find all the references. This will be, if you want to watch that video, you can go play along, try and find all the references in the drawing. We will be explaining them here. But I basically just have all the references throughout the series of different stuff. And we will tell you all of the references after this break. This week on MrRandalTea, Five Nights at Freddy's in Real Life finally ends. The FNAF timeline is almost over. Everything brought together. And MrRandalTea finally becomes real. All of this and more. This week on MrRandalTea. Okay, we're back from break. They had to do some more packing, so we went to break, but we're back now. And we really hope the audio crew got this right. We almost didn't set up our mics. That's what they were checking. We almost didn't again, but nope, it's good. So yeah, we'll be going over all the references in this drawing. So again, just one more thing. You want to go check it out? Okay. So now I'm going over the references. I could actually add more to this, but it's not, this is just what I had in the video. I had a, if you just scroll through at the beginning, on the furthermost side, you can see Hello Neighbor at the bottom. Very poorly drawn Hello Neighbor because I just did it from memory. A Sonic. It was just meant to be normal Sonic, but I messed up the eyes, so I put them all black, and now it looks like Sonic.exe. We've got a... we got a Pikachu, very poorly drawn Pikachu. I messed up on those three. Everything else worked out really well, but those three I kind of messed up on. And then, as a little thing for my brother, he watches this series, so I just put it up there. It's a Backrooms Explorer. We've got Cuphead and Mugman being whacked, and he dropped Candy Carnation. He's being whacked by Baldi, with some math symbols behind him. We've got Freddy in the middle, of course. Next to him, we've got what is meant to be Herobrine, but I was originally doing it as Steve, so I drew little places for the pupils to be, but I didn't color it in because I changed it to Herobrine. That's why he has a little lightning bolt. Next to him, we do have Sans and a Gaster Blaster. And again, his glowing eye isn't fully glowing because I changed it at the last minute to add the glowing eye. We have Bendy with Cartoon Bendy from the Dark Revival, the little small Bendy, holding the cutout Bendy from the first game to include both the designs. Up top, we've got Toad from Toad Treasure Tracker and Mario from the Mario franchise. We have Among Us Imposter, because why not, if I'm just including all these games here. I've got all the dead bodies around it. We've got Chuck E. Cheese, of course, because I love my Chuck E. Cheese, so that's the Avengers Chuck from the 80s, 90s era. We got Slenderman up top, because at this point I'm just doing horror stuff. And at the very edge, you can't really tell what it is, because I tried to make it kind of unique, but it doesn't really work that well. It's like a glitchy version of the alternate from the Mandela catalog, which I have done much better drawings of, but this is a weird version of it that's kind of glitching out. It looks weird. So yeah, those all the references in that. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Tell me if I missed any, but I'm pretty sure that's all of them. So, were you able to find all the references?
Nope. I only missed a couple.
What was your favorite part of that drawing?
Even though it's bad, I still find the I wasn't sure that I still like the Mandela catalog one.
Yeah, I personally, if I were to go back here, just thinking of all the different games that I feel like could have been in here, maybe I would have put Angry Birds in here or Pac-Man, because why not? But I think this is a pretty good amount of things in here. Maybe there could have even been Bon or Candy, but I didn't want to include too much FNAF stuff. We just had Freddy and Chucky, so yeah. So moving on after that, I did a little short, basically trying to make the perfect MrRandalTea based on my little plush that I have, my custom Toy Freddy, made of Toy Freddy. He's it's basically, I realized after that it's basically FNAF plus Freddy, because he's got the coat and everything, but I do like that, so I tried to make him into a drawing of him that would make sense as an animatronic, not just a plushie. So I start off with trying to basically do a drawing, but it didn't work out that well. It did not look good. So I decided to instead try and do a computer drawing based on what a FNAF like animatronic would look like. And I decided that he doesn't really fit as a FNAF animatronic. He seems more cartoony. Like, he doesn't fit as Toy Freddy at all, in my opinion. Completely different designs, completely different colors, honestly. If you look at mine, the colors are very different from Toy Freddy. Like, I'm just looking at them side to side. Toy Freddy looks almost orange. My plush is fully dark brown, and the accents are, like, very, like, dull tans. So, very, very different from him. So, I'm like, no, that won't work either. So, I try to make a little cartoony version of him. And, you know what? I mean, it's okay. But I don't think it captures his personality. Probably could do better, but I just do it with my mouse. So, I look back at him and think what to do again. And it loops of me basically trying to do it again. So, I've decided, you know what? He can't be animatronic, guys. He is forever a plush. And, yeah. He's right next to me. He's staring at me. He's very mad that I won't let him speak. But, you know, I'm not gonna let him speak. It's my thing. And that is actually the last video of this week, so yeah, this has been a speed ran we can review. I think we're at about like 17 minutes. So anything you want to say? How would you do a Toy Freddy? Like my little guy, how would you do him as an animatronic? Would you have it be Toy Freddy?
I don't know. Like, it's hard to make it accurate Freddy plush.
Yeah. Well, I guess with that, we will see you guys all next time on Weekend Review. Hopefully we are able to get it out on a Sunday next time, but for now, goodbye. And I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye. Next week on MrRandalTea, the FNAF timeline, the full first half revealed, and more progress, and a full compilation of 5 Nights at Freddy's in real life, and more next week.
MrRandalBozo.